Coming up on this edition of City Span, SPLOST dollars at work as Metro Police unveil a new administrative complex. Savannah Fire honors pioneering members of the department, and how dozens of vacant lots throughout the city could soon become gardens. Stay tuned. City Span starts right now. Hello everyone, I'm Margaret Williams. Welcome to City Span, your source for news and information about Savannah city government. First up, Metro Police and city officials gathered on May 9th for a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the new Police Administrative Services Center on Edwin Street, just off 52nd Street near the Durst Bakery. As Metro's Community Relations Administrator, Michelle Gavin, shows us, this new addition provides much-needed space for the department and helps them plan for the future.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. City officials joined some of the Savannah-Chatham Metropolitan Police Department's top brass for a ceremonial opening of the Police Administrative Services Center.
Public safety have not had a new building since 1867, 1868. It's our desire to make sure that whatever we do now in terms of public safety will meet our immediate needs, but it will also serve our needs in 15, 20 years down the road.
The new center spans 23,000 square feet and is home to the Metro Police Budget Office, Administrative Services Division, Quartermaster, a Special Operations Unit, and a secure property and evidence room. The property and evidence room take up about half of the space in this new facility. Behind this secure door, there are more than 40,000 pieces of evidence. And while it is twice the size of the old building, it is filling up fast. That's because officers come out here every day dropping off new evidence or stolen or lost property. And in some cases, like a murder case, that evidence has to be stored forever.
We were real excited because it gave us a new opportunity, to reorganize and be able to expand, because what the conditions we were in earlier was we were kind of running out of space. It makes it a lot easier so that we don't have to physically pick up one box to get to another box. The rolling shelving actually is stacked neatly. It's more organized. It speeds up the process of getting evidence back to individuals who are waiting, the citizens, and also police officers for court.
With all the shiny new floors, environmentally friendly amenities, and high-tech security in the center, you'd think the building was brand new. But this building was once the home of the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Insect Research Lab, or bug farm. After it had fallen into disrepair, contractors began gutting and renovating the building a year ago, completely transforming it into this much-needed facility. The city got a great deal on the Edwin Street building and the 9 acres of land it sits on. The federal government donated it with the stipulation that it be used for law enforcement. The renovations and the infrastructure improvements were all paid for by the city's special purpose local option sales tax. The $11.3 million project also includes a new training center slated to be built later this year. For City Span, I'm Michelle Gavin.
The City of Savannah and Savannah Fire and Emergency Services recently celebrated a historic milestone in the city's civil rights history. On May 1st, the 50th anniversary of the reintegration of the Savannah Fire Department was recognized. Savannah Fire's Mark Keller introduces us to 2 of the men who set the stage for many others who followed their groundbreaking efforts.
And to demand that the federal
In the early part of the 1960s, Savannah and the rest of the country were trying to come to terms with the onset of the civil rights movement. It was a turbulent time in the country's history. It was also a time when 6 men made history in Savannah. These men took a leap of faith, changed traditions, and broke through the color barrier at the Savannah Fire Department. Purdy Bowers and Louis Oliver were among the 6 black men who reintegrated Savannah Fire and changed history in a city known for its historic contributions to the fabric of our country.
When I was young, my baby boy, who's 50-something now, he was 2 years old. And I saw the need that I had a great responsibility facing me. And I had to do more than just do nothing. I had them children to raise and a wife to support. And I needed things in life for myself better too, so I was looking for job security and benefits.
I had a new baby and that's how life was, and other things, paying bills, but it wasn't about the job, you know, because a lot of things, well, if it's talking about segregation, there's a lot of things were segregated at the time, you know. So we were used to it and we adapt to it, you know.
Free men of color and some slaves performed firefighting duties in the city as far back as the early 1800s. But that was before the city created its own organized full-time fire department, and firefighting was handled by a loosely organized group of private fire companies. On May 2nd, City Council passed a resolution honoring the 50th anniversary of the hiring of the department's first 6 black firefighters. Neither Bowers nor Oliver says they were looking to make history when they reported for their first day on the job at a segregated firehouse on Lathrop Avenue. But each is proud to have laid the groundwork for all the men and women who have followed since they first proved themselves to be serious about the job.
But I knew I was the first black, one of the first black, but I didn't realize how much it would create 50 years from that day.
But you know, I never thought about it until, you know, last couple of years. But now, and with the 50 years and all this stuff, I feel good. Looking at the department and everything, that make me feel good.
Savannah Fire Chief Charles Middleton is equally proud of the foundation these men established for the department.
What these guys went through and cracking that nut, you know, and being able to just deal with that, to deal with the overt racism. I mean, the things that now are blatantly illegal, they dealt with every day. And talking to them, it's like talking to a walking history book. The things that they did to get us to where we are, the things they endured, I think every firefighter, black, white, male, female, everyone owes these guys a debt of gratitude, because what they did was they forced us to change.
Bowers remained with the fire department for about 8 years until he was drafted into the armed forces. Oliver retired from the department after 28 years of service and attaining the rank of battalion chief.
Family members of some of the now deceased first black firefighters were also present for the City Council's formal resolution honoring the historic event. You can see the entire City Council presentation on the city website, savannahga.gov, by clicking on the SGTV link. It's been a long time coming, but the public has its first opportunities to see, comment on, and ask questions about the latest plans for Project Duren at a public information open house last month. Held at Savannah Technical College's Eckberg Auditorium, representatives from the City of Savannah and the Georgia Department of Transportation unveiled the latest changes to Project Duren, a comprehensive traffic and neighborhood improvement plan aimed at reducing congestion along the I-516 Duren Avenue corridor by constructing a new connector road between I-516 and White Bluff Road.
You know, this has been the most extensive citizen engagement process the city has ever gone into. And we are excited that we have now culminated to the point where it's time for the public to give their feedback on what is close to being the final design for the roadway. You know, with Project Duren, we really had to start from a point where we had nothing. And so we had to get out and do a lot of citizen engagement, bring a lot of people to the table, make sure we understood what people wanted to see along Duren Avenue. It's not just a traffic project, it's a corridor revitalization project. And that's what makes Project Duren different. And so we've had many, many meetings to talk about what makes Duren different. Why can't Duren be a mid-city main street? Well, in keeping with that, we also have to recognize that Duren Avenue is a state road. And so we have to follow the state's rules and regulations as it relates to public information as well.
Neighborhood residents, business owners, and interested citizens had the opportunity to view the plans, ask questions, and comment on the project, which seeks to not only improve traffic, but transform the surrounding neighborhoods as well.
The first thing that the city looked at were all the problems with traffic. That kind of started the ball rolling. But then after that, we took a look around at that entire street and realized that the street economically was failing. You have a lot of closed up businesses, a lot of businesses that aren't working, and so we decided that it had to be more than just about traffic. It also needed to take the economic development of the area into consideration. And so it's about traffic, but it's also about economic development, and it's also about livability.
The concept was developed during a 2-year citizen engagement process that brought together all the stakeholders to create a comprehensive solution for Duren Avenue. Council adopted the concept, and GDOT engineers developed the plan that was presented at the open house. For more information, visit savannahga.gov/Durin or contact the city's citizen office at 351-6527. From the Savannah Bells Ferry to the DOT Downtown Shuttle to environmentally friendly hybrid buses, Chatham Area Transit, or CAT, is an important piece of Savannah's transportation plan, providing a variety of options for residents and tourists. Patricia Hawkins has the latest on what's happening with your local public transportation system.
Did you know that for every $1 invested in the public transportation, $4 is generated in economic returns? In addition, use of public transportation saves money, protects the environment, decreases our dependence on foreign oil, and reduces our carbon footprint. That's why we here at Chatham Area Transit encourage you to participate in the 8th annual Dump the Pump Day on Thursday, June the 20th. The idea is for you to park your car and take the bus or ride a bike. And to encourage you to take the bus, Chatham Area Transit will offer free fare rides on all of our fixed bus routes. We'll also be participating in the annual Dump the Pump Challenge, which pits a CAT bus rider against a cyclist and a car commuter in a friendly race that begins in Midtown and ends up at City Hall. And while the past races have been won by a cyclist from the Savannah Bicycle Campaign, it's been a tight competition with a CAT rider coming in a very close second. In other CAT news, construction is continuing on our 900 East Gwinnett Street office. Beginning June 1st, ticket sales will be temporarily suspended at that office. Not to worry though, tickets will still be available for purchase at the CAT Central Office location, located in the old courthouse at 24 Bull Street on Wright Square. Remember, you can always get the latest news and information about your public transportation choices by checking our website at catchacat.org or by calling 233-5767. Until next month, I'm Patricia Hawkins, and as always, thank you for catching a cat.
Coming up on City Span, hundreds take to the street in a world record-setting attempt. And later, Erin Seals gets in touch with her creative side on this month's The Beast.
Can you hold up your son and show it?
Welcome back. City and neighborhood leaders helped kick off a new program last month that could turn dozens of vacant lots into thriving community gardens throughout Savannah. The April 22nd event, which coincided with Earth Day, officially granted permission to the Wilshire Estates Neighborhood Association to turn a vacant city-owned lot on Largo Drive into a raised bed garden filled with blueberries, mushrooms, squash, okra, corn, and other vegetables.
So just a brief overview, the policy actually started last year. Council approved it. And since then, we've had 2 gardens that have been started, and this being actually the 3rd. So we are just so excited, and we look forward to working with the neighborhood and continued efforts to build something like this in other neighborhoods.
We want to see these all over Savannah. So thank you, Wilshire, for being the visionary to get it started. You know, I want to see us get some gardening going, and I will be out here to visit. And if y'all give me a little job to do, I'll earn my credit as well.
About a year ago, this issue came forward at the Wilshire Neighborhood Estates, and they talked about a community garden. At that time, I really didn't know what they were really talking about. And looking behind us, you know, I see squash and okra and corn, and what is that purple thing? Eggplant. And my eyes can't see all of the other stuff back there, but you know, this is kind of an exciting opportunity for neighborhoods to really get involved.
Students from the nearby Windsor Forest High School will help residents build and maintain the garden.
My goal is to kind of train my students, then go and train their parents again, but also for my students to learn from people that I've been growing, because there's so much to learn, and there's just so much more than just food that's going to be coming out of this garden. I can't wait to hear the stories and just the lessons that are going to be gained from this garden. So I'm
Technical expertise will be provided by Sugar, the Savannah Urban Garden Alliance, which helped to establish gardens at the West Broad Street YMCA and the Starfish Community Garden at East Broad and Gwinnett. Residents interested in creating their own community garden should contact Carol Moon with the city's Real Property Services Department at 651-6524, or email her at cmoon@savannahga.gov, or go to the city's website, savannahga.gov/garden. The City of Savannah is taking its health kick to the next level, pitting teams of city employees against one another in a friendly competition. It's called the Lean Challenge, and the goal is to lose nearly half a ton of combined weight over 8 weeks by eating healthier, power walking at lunchtime, and taking the stairs instead of elevators. It's also aimed at creating a healthier workforce and greater health awareness in the city, and it sets the stage for a citywide Lean Challenge sometime in the fall.
It was the kickoff to a leaner, meaner city workforce, and the beginning of a push to promote healthier lifestyles for all the citizens of Savannah. It's called the Lean Challenge: leadership, exercise, activity, and nutrition. 44 teams made up of 231 employees and members of their families have pledged to lose 900 pounds. That's nearly half a ton during the 2-month competition. It's a prototype for a 12-week healthy living program to be launched this fall for all residents of Savannah. Mayor Edna Jackson, who lost 50 pounds in 2010, fired the opening salvo.
But I'm here to win it. Our team is going to win it. So all of these little lean beans and sexy us and in it to win it and park and all that, look out for us.
Joel Smoker of the YMCA of Coastal Georgia, one of the sponsors of the challenge, also encouraged participants in choosing a healthier lifestyle.
And healthy living is doing what you all have done today, hopefully packing a good lunch and coming out here for a walk during your lunch break.
The Lean Challenge lasts through June 14th. Winners will receive prizes such as spa visits, hotel stays, YMCA memberships, and more. The challenge is sponsored by the City of Savannah, the YMCA of Coastal Georgia, Healthy Savannah, and Cerner Health Wins.
It's not just about keeping our bodies healthy, but our environment too. That's why, since 2008, as part of its Thrive initiative, the city has been working to make Savannah a greener place, instituting programs to help reduce the city's carbon footprint and promoting an eco-friendly and sustainable community. City of Savannah Sustainability Coordinator Garrison Marr has a follow-up on how the city's effort in fighting the dangers of lead paint is helping to make residents safer and neighborhoods better.
One of the great things about living in Savannah is being surrounded by so much history. From the established oak trees to the historic architecture, it's a great place to live. Because Savannah has so many buildings of all ages, it was selected as a grant partner with the Georgia State Lead Hazard Control Grant. It wasn't too long ago that these apartment buildings had lead-based paint that posed a potential hazard to children, and that affected the appearance of the neighborhood too. Thanks to the Georgia Lead Hazard Control Grant and the participation of the property owner, these homes were renovated to be healthier for their occupants and better contributors to this vibrant downtown neighborhood. These 12 housing units represent a handful of the 99 units completed to date. By the end of the grant period in early 2014, a total of 120 units are planned to be completed. For more information on the Georgia Lead Hazard Control Grant, visit the city's website at savannahga.gov. Now, in addition to making these homes healthier for the occupants and more attractive to the neighborhood, this is one more way to think green, Savannah.
City residents took to the street last month, shutting down a portion of Liberty Street for more than 3 hours, but it wasn't what you might think. It wasn't a march or a protest, and these weren't angry mobs taken to the street. Instead, it was game on, as hundreds of happy adults and children participated in the first of a series of Play Street events to be held in Savannah this year. Stretching along a blocked-off portion of Lincoln Street between Gaston and Henry, the Chalk Sports Cyclovia brought together families, friends, neighbors, and even strangers for chalk games, healthy food, fun, and lively music. But the highlight of the event was Savannah's bid to unseat London as the world record holder for the most people hopscotching simultaneously. Savannah needed 359 people hopscotching for 10 minutes to set the new record.
We had over 400 people hopscotching out on Lincoln Street on April 28th. Now, Guinness Book of World Records kind of counts the number of people a little idiosyncratically, so we're kind of crossing our fingers and hoping that the number that they agree with is bigger than 358, but we think we've got it.
Play Street's events are made possible by a grant from the Partnership for a Healthier America and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Georgia, and is an initiative to bring physical activity back into the lives of children across the country by turning streets into active play spaces, at least for a few hours. Savannah is only one of 10 cities nationwide selected to participate in Play Streets this year. The next event, a bicycle block party, will be held on Sunday, May 19th from 2 to 5 p.m. in Savannah Gardens community off Pennsylvania Avenue. Future events will be held in September, October, and November, and we'll have more right here on CitySpan. You can also get more information at savannahga.gov/play. Still ahead on CitySpan, how a new program is helping to keep people in their homes. And Aaron Seals loops it up on this month's The Beat. Stay tuned.
The best way to experience historic downtown Savannah is to park your car and forget about it. And to make getting around even easier, we provide fare-free transportation. DOT connects you to our parking garages, visitor centers, accommodations, and attractions. There are 3 elements to the system: the Savannah Bells Ferry, Dottie the streetcar, and the express shuttles. Information is available at each DOT stop or at connectonthedot.com. Look for this brochure. It's got information about parking options, the system, and it's got a great map.
An innovative new program launched by the National League of Cities earlier this year promises to help low-income families pay their city utility bills and achieve financial stability. It's called Local Interventions for Financial Empowerment Through Utility Payments, or Lift Up. Cities participating in the program will identify families who are in debt to city-owned utilities and offer them restructured payment plans, payment incentives, and a variety of financial empowerment services. The National League of Cities, or NLC, is dedicated to helping city leaders build better communities and is a resource and advocate for 19,000 cities, towns, and villages, representing more than 218 million Americans. Savannah is one of only 4 cities nationwide chosen to pilot the 2-year program, joining St. Petersburg, Florida, Newark, New Jersey, and Houston, Texas. The Lift Up program will be administered by Step Up Savannah, a unique partnership among local businesses, government, and nonprofit organizations whose mission is to work collaboratively to reduce poverty in Savannah and Chatham County. We'll have more information right here on CitySpan in the coming months. Each month on CitySpan, we team up with the folks at Bank on Savannah, an initiative of Step Up Savannah, to provide you with some easy ways to help make the most of your money. With more, here's Richard Reed from Consumer Credit Counseling Service of Savannah.
Are you a homeowner having a hard time making your mortgage payments due to unemployment or job cutbacks? Then you may be eligible for mortgage assistance through the Home Safe Georgia program. Home Safe Georgia is a free, federally funded program aimed at helping those homeowners who are unemployed or underemployed through no fault of their own remain in their homes while they search for new employment. Since 2011, the program has helped to keep over 3,000 individuals and families in their homes. A program of the Georgia Department of Community Affairs, Home Safe Georgia has named Consumer Credit Counseling Service of Savannah as a new regional partner. Consumer Credit Counseling Service now helps eligible homeowners apply for assistance. Counselors will help homeowners collect and submit tax transcripts, bank statements, and other documents needed to complete the application. If a homeowner is not eligible for Home Safe Georgia, They will be offered free, confidential help from a housing counselor. Eligible homeowners approved for the program will close on a no-interest loan. To find out if you're eligible, call CCCS at 691-2227 or toll free at 1-800-821-4040. Coming up next month, tips on how to talk to your family about money. Until then, I'm Richard Reeve, and you can bank on this.
She's back, and this month she visits the West Broad Street YMCA to take part in Loop It Up, a community-based art program for kids aged 2 through high school. With this month's The Beat, here's Aaron Seals.
You were going to...
After we went off of that.
you were going to do the introduction at the beginning.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Today's project?
Yeah.
And we haven't already done it.
All right, yeah.
Pretend you're not covered in sunshine right now.
Okay, all right, 3, 2, 1. I'm Erin Sills, and I'm here with Molly Lieberman today, and we are going to work on a project here at the West Broad YMCA. So Molly, what are we going to be working on today?
Well, we're going to be with our 3-year-old class today.
Oh,
and the 3-year-old class is starting out the Sunshine Project, which I do every year, where I have all the kids that I work with at the Y paint a sunshine. So you came on a good day.
All right, well, let's get to painting. All right, you guys gonna help me paint sunshine today? All right, Molly. Let me sit down with you guys. Oh, okay. So where's the paint? Right here? Okay. I would do blue. So, okay. So what's your name, Chloe? All right, Chloe, tell me how to paint my sunshine. Now you're gonna teach me how to paint my sunshine? How do I paint the sunshine, you guys?
What shape does she have to make? A circle. Okay, let's all make our circles.
Okay, let's make our circles together.
Let's make our circle.
Do you guys like painting sunshines?
Yeah.
You like painting?
I like to see the sun.
You like to see the sun and the moon? Oh, okay. Oh, you see a rainbow? Rainbows?
Why are you opening it?
I like for my son to have a smiley face. And a nose? Okay. Can you hold up your son and show it?
Can you hold yours up?
You can hold it that way. She's so cute. I'm gonna take Chloe home. She's so cute. There. And I'm gonna wash my hand. Just get this water, this paint off of here. So I had a really good time painting with the kids today. It was a lot of fun. They were very excited. And I love me some Miss Molly. I don't know why I keep putting this on the ring finger. This is not, I'm not married. This is,
you're not married?
Yeah, this is
something to share with the class.
Yeah, this is
to get engaged.
Yeah, this is how I want my ring to look, but it's just so misleading.
Just don't flash it in front of the camera.
Oh,
all your viewers.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Today's project.
Yeah.
And we haven't already done it.
All right, yeah.
And you're not covered in sunshine.
Okay, all right. 3, 2, 1.
Loop It Up helps kids build self-esteem and respect for others by developing hands-on art skills and teaches them to express themselves creatively through the transformative magic of art. That's going to do it for this edition of City Span. Don't forget, for the latest news and information about the City of Savannah, keep it tuned to SGTV or visit our website, savannahga.gov, or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Until next time, I'm Margaret Williams. Thanks for watching, and thanks for making Savannah your home.